Boom, boom. Hey, y'all, and welcome to another episode of MIA. I'm your host. Nikki says you only live once, so we have three special guests today. So, South Florida is more than beaches and brunches. It's where family, community, and compassion come together. And now it's also where an extraordinary collaboration is changing lives four legs at a time. Today's conversation is about love, that real, unconditional, tail wagging kind of love. South Florida's animal shelters are facing a tipping point, but an unprecedented statewide movement is stepping in with hope and heart. Now, let's joining us today is we're going to be discussing this life changing mission with Zachary Rinkins. He's the public information officer with Broward County Animal Care. Also, Sherry Watcher. She is vice president of marketing for the Humane Society of Broward County. And also joining is Cassie Shelby, marketing and communications manager for the Humane Society of Greater Miami. Now, let's welcome all three of our guests today. How are y'all feeling today?
We are doing great. Good to be with you.
Doing great. Yeah,
Keep
thank
you cool
you.
in that Florida heat.
Yes.
Very hot today.
Very hot every day. Okay.
Yep.
So, Zachary, let's start with you. Let's talk about the moment we're in. So, Broward shelter system, like so many across the state, is overwhelmed. What's driving this crisis and what's at stake if we don't act now?
All right. I think that's a tremendous question, Nikki, and thank you so much for having us on your show. But basically, our shelter, Broward County Animal Care, we've recently just had to contend with 50% overcrowding. And so we're in a situation where our capacity for dogs is roughly 109. Our capacity for cats is about 120. We've seen as many as 160 dogs in our capacity. We've also seen as many as 190 cats in our capacity as well. And so what's driving that is basically there are over a million animals in Broward County alone. And then when you also consider that summer, as the weather gets hotter, a lot of the kittens and the cats, they consider that an aphrodisiac. And so they use the heat as an opportunity to connect with other cats and bring in another generation. And so that kind of also stimulates a growth and uptick in our shelters. And so this is a thing that a lot of shelters across the country are contending with. And so what we do in moments like this is create partnerships. It's really going to take a partnership from throughout South Florida to really combat this in a major way. So we're coming together as a part of the PetCo Love mega adoption event. We're inviting the community on Saturday, June 28th at Treetops Park for this free adoption event. And you'll see some of my partners here on this show today.
So, Sherry, this question is for you. So, what are some of the most common misconceptions about shelter pets that might keep people from adopting, especially in our communities?
Well, unfortunately, I think some people are afraid to go to a shelter. They think it's a really sad place and they just don't want to experience that sadness. They say they can't go in because they're going to cry. Well, you need to go in because those animals are relying on people to adopt them. I also think some people think, oh, they can't get a specific breed in an animal shelter, or they only want a puppy, or they only want a small dog, or they only want kittens. Well, you know what, folks? All our shelters have all of those. You just have to be persistent. And if you don't see something the first time you visit, come back again because we all have websites. At the Humane Society of Broward County, our website is updated about every 2 hours, every single day of the week. So it's constantly changing. So, I would encourage people go to the shelter, see what there is. And if our shelter doesn't have something or one of the other shelters don't, there's a website called Pet Finder, and you can register with what you're looking for. Or if you want a specific breed, you can put in the breed, you can put in your zip code, and then every shelter, if you're willing to drive 500 miles with a dog or a cat matching that profile, is going to pop up. And I'm confident that one of the shelters that's participating in the mega adoption event is going to have that type of pet. And again, if you don't see it today, don't say I have to have a dog today or a cat today. Give it a chance. Visit the shelters and make a difference.
Yeah, and show up on June 28th at Treetop Park. You never know. You just never know.
Absolutely. Many of
Yeah.
our Broward County parks are pet friendly, so they create an opportunity for the whole family to enjoy recreation and space here in Broward County.
With everybody, the pets included. So, Sherry, what are some tips or tools for first-time pet parents who might feel overwhelmed or unsure?
So I think one of the most important things is before you get a pet, you need to sit down as a family to make sure that everyone's on board. And just because mom wants a kitten and dad and the kids want a puppy, and mom's going to be ultimately the one taking care of it, I think we have to vote for what mom wants. So it's really, it should be a family decision. I always tell people bring the whole family to the shelter when you're going to adopt, because again, we want to make sure the pet is the right match for you and your family. If you are a family that enjoys watching movies and playing video games, you might want to consider getting an adult pet that is going to hang out on the couch and not want to go like run around the block 10 times, like 3 times a day. So you really need to look at your lifestyle. And a lot of the shelters have their adoption counselors and the volunteers that volunteer there. They can sort of guide you into what would be a good match for your family. So once you get that pet, there's lots of resources at the Humane Society of Broward County. We have our website, humanebroward.com. There's all types of resources available as far as how to introduce your new pet. If you need help potty training your dog, if your dog jumps, maybe some ideas on how to curtail that. And then we also offer puppy preschool classes as well as dog obedience classes. So we really want to help you succeed with your new pet.
Okay. And Zachary, so break it down for us. What's the cost to adopt at this event and what's included in the process?
Well, all of the 4 partners, the Humane Society of Greater Miami, the Humane Society of Broward County, Miami-Dade Animal Services, and us, Broward County Animal Care, we're all waiving our cost. And so all the residents have to pay is just basically their pet registration fees. And so that's the only cost that's there. In terms of the process, if you like a puppy, you fall in love with a dog there, you can go home with that dog. And so we all have a commitment. We all sterilize all of our animals. In addition to sterilizing them, we vaccinate them so their vaccinations are up to date. And they also have a microchip. And so as Sherry said earlier, we see ourselves as partners in your pet parent journey. And so there's also resources available. If you find yourself running into hard times, you can come to Broward County Animal Care and get food and resources. If you need a cage or you need an enclosure to enclose your animal in a particular space, we provide that resources well for the community. And we also have partnerships with organizations like the Pet Project. Well, if you pick certain pets, you get free medical care for the life of that particular pet, food for life for that particular pet. So there are a lot of resources to really support your pet parent journey. And I have to say our website is broward.org/animal.
Okay. And let's close it out. So, Cassie, what's your message to that person watching who thinks they can't adopt, but just might have room in their heart?
Well, you can adopt. I will tell you that. We have plenty of cuties here that you can adopt. But I do want to say that I know that some people are hesitant to adopt. Maybe it be finances or whatever the situation is at home. And here at the Humane Society of Greater Miami, we offer a pet retention program. So if for some reason you cannot afford to get your dog food, we have a pantry that you can come in and get food for your pet, for the community. We try to really help keep the pets in their home. So we have a lot of different programs to really assist with that. We also offer low cost clinic services, so vaccinations, spay and neuter services, low cost to the community to help them get a pet in their home. So if you're hesitant to adopt just because of finances, we've got you. We can help you with that. And ultimately, we want the dog or cat to find a loving home that they can spend the rest of their lives in. So that's our goal, to keep them there with you.
Right. Well, thank you all so much. Looking forward to it. June 28th, 9 a.m., Treetop Park in Broward County. Thanks again for what you're doing for our pet-friendly friends. And we'll see you soon, June 28th. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. And y'all, we are going to a commercial break, but coming up next, we are talking about the first record deal with Rock Nation and the DMV. All right, I'm A Soul. We'll be right back.
Want to learn how to turn your food and yard waste into valuable soil? Sign up for free online home composting workshops from Miami-Dade County's Department of Solid Waste Management. Discover the benefits of this waste management technique. Composting reduces landfill waste, helping the environment while saving you money. Once you complete the county's home composting workshop, you will receive a free composting bin to get started. Get the dirt on composting by visiting miamidade.gov/home composting.
History? Yeah, we built that. Pride? We fuel that. And on August 30th, we run that. Two powerhouse HBCUs, Howard Bison, FAMU Rattlers, one legendary showdown under the Miami lights at Hard Rock Stadium. The energy unmatched. The culture undeniable. The vibes straight HBCU. Get your crew. You don't want to miss this. Lock in your seats now at orangeblossomclassic.com.
Miami-Dade is filled with dreams, talent, love. At the Children's Trust, we are dedicated to nurturing the potential of every child and family with hundreds of trust-funded programs. Find a program at thechildrenstrust.org.
I grew up down here in South Florida, so for me, it's a little bit more personal.
For the Mesman and Dover Law Firm, it's about community.
For us, South Florida's our home. You all are our people.
Our family, our future.
The difference we'll make for you, your loved ones, your kids, matters, because to us, it's personal.
If you need us, call us 24/7 at 866-954-MORE.
That's 866-954-6673. Demesman and Dover Law Firm, youraccidentattorneys.com.
Feel the spirit move you at Gospel Fest Miami Weekend, a powerful 3-day celebration of faith, culture, and community at the Arched. Experience soul-stirring performances by gospel legends like Michelle Williams, Ty Tribbett, Gia Wire, and more. Engage in powerful conversations, watch a moving gospel documentary, and enjoy pre-show receptions that bring the community together. Join us June 20th through 22nd. Get your tickets today at archcenter.org.
Help comes in many forms. As a Miami-Dade County bus operator, you can help your community, help those in need, and even help yourself. Operators have the opportunity to earn more than $50,000 a year plus built-in overtime, earn more than 13 paid holidays and vacation days, and take advantage of the tuition reimbursement program. Plus, qualified new drivers will receive a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Become a driving force in our community. Apply now at miamidade.gov/busdriver.
And welcome back. So we have our second guest, and we'll be talking about DMV's first major distribution deal with Rock Nation. Let's welcome our guest. He is Anthony Davidson, the founder of Endless Dreams Records. Hello, Anthony, and welcome to MIA Soul. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So congratulations on the Rock Nation deal. Now,
thank you.
For sure. Now take us back to 2012. What inspired you to start Endless Dreams Music?
So in 2012, I started Endless Dreams because I had who's my co-founder, my partner. He was managing a young lady, and that deal went sour. So I came to him and said, "Hey, let's start a label," because I know a lot of talent, and I've already been in the film industry with a lot of industry people, so I had some backing and some help. So November 5th, 2012 is when we launched it.
So because of that one challenge with the young lady, with the artist, that's how it came about.
Yes.
It had to be a problem for you to solve it, basically. Yeah. So,
Right.
So okay. So I was going to ask you, what were some of the earliest challenges you faced building an independent label from the ground up?
Establishing trust from artists. I was brand new label. We going after artists, and we really have nothing to show because we haven't done nothing. So it was just getting people to trust me, getting the artists to trust me.
Reputation and credibility, right? Because they don't know the record label, so they have to kind of put boots on the ground and build that reputation.
Right, had to make them see the vision.
Right. So this partnership with Rock Nation, how did this deal come about?
So first we started talking. My artist went out to South by Southwest, major music festival every year in Austin, Texas, and a rep came up to me then, and we had a brief conversation. But I had some other opportunities that I was pursuing, like Empire Records. And I was, I knew a lot about Empire, nothing about Rock Nation. So I was leaning there. And then we came home, and one of the artists, Pretty Black, had a single release party. And I was approached again by a young lady that could get me, the Rock Nation deal. And we had a conversation the next day, and they made an offer that nobody else was talking, so it was a no-brainer.
What qualities do you look for in an artist before signing them to the label?
Well, of course, you got to have talent, but more importantly than the talent, you got to be able to listen. I've dealt with so many artists that thought they knew everything, and if you knew everything, you don't need me. So you got to be able to listen and have a little bit of patience, because success takes patience, and people don't realize that. So you got to be able to listen and be patient.
Right. Okay. Listen and patience. Okay. Yeah. Because I have no idea what goes on behind the scenes in the music industry, but so you're the expert, so you'll know exactly what's needed in order to be signed,
Right.
So how do you balance staying true to the culture while also navigating commercial success?
Pretty much, and just not forgetting where I came from. I've been doing this 13 years right now for my own label. So I'm going to say true to myself and my principles amongst anything before anything, but also understand that we have to have certain songs, got to do certain things to get commercial known. So the balance is tough, but I'm at the end of the day, I'm gonna stick to my guns.
Yeah, and even in today's time, like authenticity in the music industry, it's a bit lost in a sense, given what's being exposed.
Correct.
So that's why, like, how important is it to you to hold true to that authenticity and not have to succumb to like the other side?
Right. No, that's very important. To be authentic is very important to me. We're gonna stay true to that to the whole ride.
Yeah.
I've already had some issues, with some good how can I say it? I've already had some other deals put on the table, but they wasn't authentic, so I didn't ride with it.
Yeah. And then the audience could feel it too. Like for some reason, the audience can feel if it's real or if it's,
Correct.
If they're industry puppets, like we're able to feel that out. So yes, there's a lot of talk about maintaining independence in the industry. How do you view this deal as a continuation of that independent spirit?
Independency is the number one thing here at Endless Dreams. When I started this, we wanted to be independent, and I tell each one of my artists, unless they have other plans, but my plan is to stay independent. And again, I've just had a recent deal with some other label wanted to take one of my artists, and we just not in the plans.
Yeah, man. They watching your artist.
Right. Because they also let me know that I got something. So we just gonna keep working a little bit harder.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, most definitely. Well, Anthony, thank you so much. Congratulations. So on Instagram, you are I Am Wings World is how we're able to find you, and how we're able to also keep up to date with the album drops coming out or the singles coming out next month.
Yes, also the EDI Instagram is EDI_DC_music. And we just launched the website, which is endlessdreamsmusic.com.
Perfect. Well, Anthony, thank you so much. And good luck. And okay, well, we'll keep an eye out for next month. Let's do it.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Correct.
Bye. And y'all, what a great conversation. Congrats again to Endless Dream Music for their big Rock Nation deal. And coming up next are my co-host, Dr. Delvena. She's our board certified psychiatrist, and also Imani Latifa. She's going to be talking about arts and culture and all that good stuff. So we'll be right back.
Want to learn how to turn your food and yard waste into valuable soil? Sign up for free online home composting workshops from Miami-Dade County's Department of Solid Waste Management. Discover the benefits of this waste management technique. Composting reduces landfill waste, helping the environment while saving you money. Once you complete the county's home composting workshop, you will receive a free composting bin to get started. Get the dirt on composting by visiting miamidade.gov/home composting.
History? Yeah, we built that. Pride? We fuel that. And on August 30th, we run that. 2 powerhouse HBCUs, Howard Bison, FAMU Rattlers, one legendary showdown under the Miami lights at Hard Rock Stadium. The energy unmatched. The culture undeniable. The vibes straight HBCU. Get your crew. You don't want to miss this. Lock in your seats now at orangeblossomclassic.com.
Miami-Dade is filled with dreams, talent, love. At the Children's Trust, we are dedicated to nurturing the potential of every child and family with hundreds of trust-funded programs. Find a program at thechildrenstrust.org.
I grew up down here in South Florida, so for me, it's a little bit more personal.
For the Mesman and Dover Law Firm, it's about community.
For us, South Florida's our home. You all are our people.
Our family. Our future.
The difference we'll make for you, your loved ones, your kids, matters. Because to us, it's personal.
If you need us, call us 24/7 at 866-954-MORE.
That's 866-954-6673. Demesman and Dover Law Firm, youraccidentattorneys.com.
Feel the spirit move you at Gospel Fest Miami Weekend, a powerful 3-day celebration of faith, culture, and community at the Arch. Experience soul-stirring performances by gospel legends like Michelle Williams, Ty Tribbett, Gia Wire, and more. Engage in powerful conversations, watch a moving gospel documentary, and enjoy pre-show receptions that bring the community together. Join us June 20th through 22nd. Get your tickets today at archcenter.org.
Help comes in many forms. As a Miami-Dade County bus operator, you can help your community, help those in need, and even help yourself. Operators have the opportunity to earn more than $50,000 a year plus built-in overtime, earn more than 13 paid holidays and vacation days, and take advantage of the tuition reimbursement program. Plus, qualified new drivers will receive a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Become a driving force in our community. Apply now at miamidade.gov/busdriver.
Peace and beautiful blessings, my MIA fam, and welcome to another Arts and Culture Report by Imani. This time, guys, I wanted to say to you, Happy Caribbean Heritage Month and Happy Black Music Month. This time I had the opportunity and was invited to the final exhibition in Pompano Beach, hosted by their Arts Commission, and it was an absolutely magical time. Like, I love art. Art is such a therapeutic thing for me. And so to see this mix of artists, music, and different peoples from different backgrounds was really, really cool. So this was called the final exhibition, and different artists who were in residency for the Pompano Beach Artists Commission, they were able to come and have conversations about their time that they spent their year learning and creating and doing all these marvelous things. So this is a recap, and this is their final show. And so they had a lot of things to say. The displays were absolutely fantastic. Some of the things were breathtakingly beautiful and very much attention to detail. So I just wanted to share with you. And here, take a listen.
Hey guys, thank you so much. So we want to do a little artist talk to show that you guys, again, I'm Laura Atria, I run the program.
This program honestly made me realize how important it is to be an artist and revitalize myself, like, being one. And I've grown family here. Like, this is actually my happy place. I literally leave work and come straight here. I don't even go home. And I was like, I don't see you at home. Like, no, I'm in the studio.
Yeah, guys, so South Florida is full of artists and residency programs, especially the one in Pompano. They have openings every year. So if that's something that you're interested in, please check it out. And of course, various places throughout the city, whether it be Fort Lauderdale or Miami, there are always opportunities for you to display and show your art. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. Oh my God, that piece right there is one of my favorite pieces of the night. A beautician spot honoring a Black family in there. I had to kind of slide that in right there. And this is absolutely so dope. But like I said, this is it for me for this week. Make sure that you are getting out there supporting Caribbean heritage. We got Juneteenth coming up this week. Happy Juneteenth, everyone. Happy Emancipation Day. And I hope you all are having a magical moment. Thank you so much for watching. Peace and beautiful blessings.
Hey, Nikki, it's Dr. Delvena, the queen of brain love. It's time for another segment on mental health. Today's segment is about affirmations. Affirmations are vital for us. You may not realize that you're doing affirmations each day, but you are. I know you are. You probably get up and you tell yourself, today is going to be a good day. That is an affirmation. I have a couple of affirmations for you in the audience. I want you to check these out. This is the first affirmation. Be the best version of yourself. That is an affirmation. P.S. You got this. And you can do exactly what's happening here. You can place your affirmations on your mirror in the bathroom, on the wall of your bedroom, on the wall of your office. Have the affirmation nearby or in your phone so you can remind yourself. I have 4 more affirmations for you. Let's go. So Nikki, here's another short and sweet affirmation. Faith, period. Faith can move mountains. You gotta have faith. So whether or not you want to say faith, period, or you gotta have faith, or I have faith, I will always have faith. Whatever you want to do with this affirmation, include the word faith. This is one of my favorite affirmations. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. This is actually a Bible verse, Philippians 4:13. But I consider that an affirmation as well. This affirmation is simple, short, and sweet. Never let anyone dull your sparkle. Sparkle, baby, sparkle, shine. Don't let anyone dim your light. Nikki, as we wrap this up, the last affirmation is laugh or laughter. Laugh every day, or I will laugh every day. Laughing is so healthy for us. Laughing and smiling increases certain chemicals, our neurotransmitters. It helps us to feel better. It helps to relax us. Try and smile or laugh every day. Every day I laugh. All right, everyone, say brain love, brain love. As we wrap this up, the laugh affirmation, I said the laugh.
And thank you so much, Imani and Dr. Delvena. Brain love. And a big shout out to our 2 guests today. Shout out to Zachary Rinkins for the Broward County Animal Care. Please check out the event going down June 28th at the PetCo. It's the PetCo Love Florida Mega Adoption at Treetop Parks. And also big congratulations to Anthony Davidson, the founder of Endless Dreams Music, with his big record deal with Rock Nation. So thank y'all so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on another episode of MIA So real soon. Bye.
We editorialize the success and achievement of the Black South Florida community. Our platforms are print, digital, and broadcast.